There is an extraordinary sense of timelessness in this part of the world, in this county. It tends to be a bit of a cliche when people talk about the light of Norfolk or East Anglia, but it is extraordinary. It's a bright, cut crystal clearness that is partly because of the sheer expanse of sky, but also the amount of water that there is in Norfolk and Suffolk. So you've got light coming from below as well as above. What was fascinating about people like Seago is that they were able to put the spotlight on seemingly small, irrelevant cottages or views that an unseeing eye would just have overlooked. And he made them into extraordinary paintings.
Gerard Stamp, the Norfolk-based artist, admires Seago's treatment of East Anglia's big skies. It's a technique he's been trying to perfect for years.
I am rather obsessed with architecture, and I do paint a lot of medieval buildings. I'm trying to start setting buildings a little bit more into the landscape without falling into the trap of cliche, if you like. And somebody wrote about Norfolk, that a particular church, that it's as if you could just reach out and touch the past, and it's so often it feels like, not only in some of the medieval churches, but in the landscape as well.
You must have done this scene many times, have you?
Not that often, funnily enough. It's even though it's just outside the studio window, I tend to listen to it, but I don't often come out to sketch it. But I think I'm going to be doing a nice wide landscape of this, and I've got to decide how much sky is going to go in it, and how much of the park itself.
Back to the sky again. You want to be higher, more sky.
More sky.
Yes, more sky.
Okay, more sky.
Yes, that's it. That's more like it.
I do love dramatic skies. It has to be, really, when it goes black, which sometimes when you have a really black sky and the sun is hitting trees, the trees are so much brighter than the sky.
Yes, because the work you've done here is so fine, so detailed, and then it can overwhelm, can't it, if you have too much sky?
I haven't quite got the obsession and technical faculty that Mr. Seago had.
Oh, but you're getting
there. This is typical Seago. It's a broad land with the low horizon and this broad expanse of sky. It must be a scene that was barely a mile from his home in Ludham. And it's got that fantastic sense of space.
Well, you do that in your own drawings. Look at this. These are yours, of a landscape.
I will sketch outside and work out compositions back in the studio. And to a great extent, yes, playing with the same thing as he did. So I'm forever working out it in little details, little pencil drawings. And when I'm absolutely satisfied with a composition on this size, I will then make a large painting. I'm putting a tone over the entire painting, which sometimes in watercolour just helps to bring all the tones in the entire painting just together. And there wasn't any sienna in the sky, but there was a lot of sienna in the ground, so this just helps to
I like this.
bring
Yes,
it all
I do
together.
like the effect. Quintessentially East Anglia.
Yeah, this is a scene of a salt marsh, actually a part of Norfolk that Seago knew very well himself. It's Morstan, while the sea lavender is out in August. It's the most wonderful wilderness.
Following in the footsteps of Seago.